Okay, so let's take a look at a problem. And this one is we're going to look at brief exercise 12-26. And this is really just a quick demonstration of the payback period. It's the first of the four metrics that we're going to be responsible for in this chapter. All right, so let's look. It's Folsom Advertising. It's considering an investment in a new information system. The new system requires an investment of $1.8 million and either has A, even cash flows of $750,000 per year, or B, following expected annual cash flows of 450,000, 225,000, 600,000, 600,000, and 150,000. All right. Calculate the payback period for each case. All right. So we can do that. A is going to be relatively quick. All right. This is on your formula sheet. Let's see. Payback period, original investment divided by annual cash flow. It's basic formula. 1.8 million divided by the 750,000. All right. Okay. And that's 2.4 years. All right. Now, we do ignore a lot of information because, this treats a dollar earned in year one as the same earned in year two. And we know that with the time value of money, it's not really. But this metric is useful because you can say the payback period is 2.4 years. Or if you really wanted to get fancy, you could calculate the 0.4 and turn it into, months and days. We won't need to do that for our purposes, but that would often be done in practice. And that's meaningful to the entire organization, top to bottom, right? No matter what level of education that person would have. They understand that. So for that reason, it is a commonly used metric. It's not usually used in isolation, but it is a quick and dirty metric that is used to communicate. And it's a measure of risk. Shorter is thought to be less risky than a longer payback period. Okay, when you don't have uneven cash flows, there's no simple formula that works. But what we can do is lay out the years. So there's cash flows. I think there's 5, right? $450,000 in the first year, $225,000 in the second year, $600,000 in years 3 and 4, and $150,000 in year 5. Okay. So what we need to do is just take a running total of so at the end of year 1, cash flows are $450,000. At the end of year 2, total cash flows will be $675,000. At the end of year 3, 1.25, and at the end of year 4, 1.875. All right. So each of these is a year. All right. Now, so we know the payback period is between year 3 and year 4. All right. Now, if we assume that the cash is received evenly during the year, and you do have to do that for this problem, we can figure out what fraction of the year it takes to pay back. All right. And the way we would want to do that, because the payback period is 1.8 million. At the end of year 2, total cash flows, or let me say that differently, the investment was 1.8 million. At the end of year 2, the cash flow earned to date is 1.275 million. All right, and 600,000 is earned in year 4. All right. Okay, so we know the payback period is more than 3 years, less than 4 years. If we say 4 years, that's the wrong answer. If we say 3 years, that's the wrong answer. So we need to figure out the fraction of the year. All right. So what we're going to do is the investment, 1.8 million, less the cash flow paid back or earned at the end of year 3. We'll take the difference between those two numbers, and that gives us basically the cash flow to break even in year 4 if we were to subtract those two numbers, and then just divide that by the cash flow. Since we're assuming it's earned evenly throughout the year, the cash flow to be earned in year 4 are the 600,000. And when we do that, we'll get a decimal. All right. All right. 0.875. All right. So your payback period is just 3.875 years. All right, and that's how you do it when you have multiple, or I should say uneven cash flows. All right. Okay, that's it for now.